okay, is that you care too much what the influencers think, and you want to be friends with them and close to them, okay? So they're going to use that to their advantage. When they start using that to your advantage, okay, they are going to start gossiping behind your back to your friends that are also in the industry. It's going to cause a friction between those friendships, and then you and your friends that do the same thing on YouTube are going to start fighting, okay? And then it's going to be an infighting, and everybody's going to watch it happen, and then you both are going to be spilling shit. You're going to be spilling the secrets, okay, on your closest friends and coming out and telling shit about them. Girl, we done lived this already, okay? History fucking repeats itself. Girl, we've seen this. We've seen drama channels meet influencers before. We've seen it ruin their careers. We've seen people say that they are biased and not listen to anything that they said, but you thought it was a good idea? So you think you're better than all that, right? You think, girl, just sit back, watch. Girl, trust me, okay? Trust me, this is going to bite you in the ass. This was not a good choice. You having Morgan Adams that everybody thought you were anyway, that would have been a cute choice. You doing it by yourself, people would have lived for it, okay? Girl, you could have done this on I Am What I Am and turned...
Alright. Thank you, Peter Mon. We've had enough. Before he says, you used my whole video in your video. I already know him. Okay. First of all, guys, this is not the video that I was gonna make. But listen, I have spoken to T-Spill behind the scenes, and she knows how I feel. So, first of all, can we talk about my new cup I got? It's super cute. Look at that. Okay. And I also will be linking down below my new favorite Target candles, because I freaking love Target. I was liking the Walmart candles, but now I like Target candles better. I'll link my favorite ones down below in the YouTube shop. Okay. They're like $5. I love it. Okay, so this is my second video. The first video, we're talking about Spill Sesh. Not to be confused with T-Spill. It's totally different accounts. Okay, so for those who are not caught up on the drama, there is a YouTube account, drama channel account, commentary account. It's called T-Sesh, and they talk about drama. They finally showed their face. They never showed their face before. It was just, you know, talking pictures and videos and stuff like that. All right, they did a big face reveal. I was super excited about it. Like, great, we got to see her face. I've actually met her before behind the scenes. She's a very nice, lovely girl. Just like one of those people who wants to get along just to get along, you know? Nice personality. Okay, well now, with every time that something good happens for someone, comes the backlash, okay? And the backlash is here. The backlash has finally arrived in full force in the comment section of T-Spill's video. Now, I'm sorry, Spill Sesh. I guess Spill says, T that, T this. You know, it's a lot of tea. It's a lot of tea that's being spilled. Okay, so T-Sesh, I'm sorry. So in T-Sesh's video, she decided to do her reveal and have Manny MUA, like, be there for the reveal. I have no idea. I have said this. I'm not a sneaky snake. I said it to her face. I said, you could do better. You didn't than that. You didn't need Manny for the video. Okay, Manny MUA is problematic within himself. I've been saying this for years. Low down, dirty, sneaky snake. Okay, people didn't believe me. They want to come for me. Now people are finally seeing the light. I'm like, girl, finally, girl. Okay, okay, whatever.
It's bullshit is what it is. Just ridiculous. It is so ridiculous. Oh my god, you've your head so far up Manny's ass. Well, wait till Manny burns you the way that he did Sam, okay? So, that's the truth. Cheers to that. And the way that Manny burned a bunch of other people, right? Yeah. Let me tell you, okay? Manny used to always live for me and give me really nice DMs and messages and all that kind of stuff. And thank you so much for this video and what... Until I started calling Manny out as being a predator protector. Then he unfollowed me on everything, his family unfollowed me on everything, and he doesn't support me anymore. So the second that you start calling him out, okay, for being a predator protector, which you probably should, because it's the truth, and if you really take issue with James Charles like you say in your videos, then you would be calling anybody out that has allowed him to continue to have the success that he's had, so that he's used his platform to abused his platform, okay, to hurt people. If you have issue with that, then I think that you would have issue with anybody that is helping him have that platform. And I'm not just talking about a follow, okay? I'm talking about somebody that has been in PR, reviewed his makeup, been in videos with him, been to birthday parties with him, on and on and on. And Manny fits the script, okay? Manny can get fucked. It's just, it's too much, okay? That you care more about having Manny in your video. Like, that is such a weird move to me. It's giving, to be honest with you, it's giving very basic, girl, okay? Very basic, but you probably know that already because you're probably on the PR list for James Charles' new palette, basic.
But I'm allowed to have my reservations about people, and you're allowed to have your reservations about those people too. Okay, the thing is, right, Manny MUA still follows Colleen Ballinger, still follows James Charles. So for Sesh to be in this video with Manny MUA, people are calling her now a predator protector, and they're saying, we are losing integrity in you, we don't think of you the same no more, you just want to be friends with these people you talk about. I've heard it all before, because I have been there to, like, I've been through it. I mean, I remember getting lots of negative comments for receiving PR from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, for meeting Jeffree Star, for even taking a picture with James Charles back in the day. I remember all that and so much more. You know, there was this one guy, what was his name? Sebastian, was it Sebastian Williams or Sebastian Soto? I forgot. But one of those guys, remember he went to Jaclyn Hill's party. Jaclyn Hill had a huge Halloween party. She invited all the drama channels to come. Nobody came but him, and then he basically got ran off the internet or something. Because whatever happened to that guy? Do you guys know what happened to that guy? You know what I'm talking about? Like, it was just like a lot of that. But then I remember, like, back in the day, like in the 50s and 60s, like, was it Greta Garbo? Is that the name? I could be wrong. But, like, you know, was a Hollywood reporter and would go to these Hollywood parties and be there amongst the celebrities and stars, and would then go back and write a column in the paper. Then people would go and support their Broadway show or whatever it was. And so having entertainment news people go to events that the people they talk about is something that's very old school to me, and I don't think has died. I don't think it should die. I find it interesting. I think it's fun. I think that it's kind of like the influencers today trying to spin a narrative, or that's not how it goes down. Like, if you only were there, if you only, you know, stuff like that. It's like if David Dobrik invited me into the vlog squad for a day, and then I can tell you, girl, this is what really went down because I was there. That kind of situation, right? So anyways, all I have to say this is that Sesh is getting canceled. Sesh is getting, like, dragged. Sesh, like, I've seen, we just heard Peter Mon. I've heard a lot of accounts, like, come at her. And in this video, I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, and the bottom line. All right, it's not a good look on Sesh's part, because she still follows Colleen Ballinger, still follows James Charles, and you don't have to, because, like, I have a little Sneaky Snake account and I just follow them there and stuff like that. But, like, people often say follow equals support, and I don't know about that. I don't know. Maybe I need to take a couple steps back and think about that. So I'll pass the question on to you folks. Do you think that if you follow somebody, that means you support them? So if you're following James Charles, you're following Colleen Ballinger, does that mean you support them? Let me know in the comments down below. I have my reservations, but you know, everyone's entitled to think differently, right? I think that Sesh, and I told Sesh personally, I was like, girl, you didn't need Manny in the video, girl. Born in the house, okay? I think Manny needed you. I didn't think you needed Manny. In fact, I've seen in the comments that since people thought that you were Rylan Adams' sister, Morgan Adams, which if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Shane Dawson's married to Rylan Adams. Rylan Adams has a sister and named Morgan Adams. You've met Morgan before with me. We had a great time. He's a great, awesome personality. I feel like Morgan Adams would have did the video with you. That would have been cool. That would have been way cooler. I feel like Morgan Adams gets more... I think Morgan Adams has more clout and more reach, if you want to take it there. I think Morgan Adams has more clout and reach than Manny MUA. From a PR standpoint, I think that would have been the better option, and she seemed real down to earth to do it. Okay. All right, because she chose Manny MUA, which I told her, I think Sesh, the times that I've been around her, has enough personality to carry the face reveal video by herself. And you needed, like, a shock value, and Manny just wasn't talking about it. This wasn't for me. I'm like, you didn't need Manny. But I don't, like I said, listen. The good is that Sesh came out with the video showing her face, because she no longer has to hide and do that whole thing about, am I gonna get exposed, or am I gonna get doxxed and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It comes with the gig. Like, I also feel like everyone who's on the social media, they get doxxed in some way. I think it just comes with the gig at some point. But I think that, back to the good, is that now she's able to be more bankable, more bookable. She can get more sponsorships, more face reveals, and things of that nature. But that's just, like, my opinion about the whole thing, okay? So I think that's the good part of it. The bad is now there's a face to it, and so now she's gonna get held more accountable for things. So now like, oh, you associate yourself with this influencer. Why do you follow this person? You're a predator protector. You're this. Now they're going to come at her even more. And what I've noticed about social media, and I've noticed this for years, and I've said this before, when it comes to women who do drama or commentary, just hear me out. Just hear me out. Listen very carefully. She's a woman. Sesh is a woman. When a woman does it, when a woman does drama, when a woman does commentary, for whatever reason, they get dragged way more than when a man does. Hands down. I don't understand why. I don't make the rules up. I've been doing it for years, over 7, 8 years now. I've always seen that when a woman does it, they nitpick the appearance, the weight, the hair, the nails, the makeup, everything. Maybe it's because women are very more critical about other women, and I don't know. I'm not going there. I'm just saying from what I've seen, it's very much that, okay? So for her to do this face reveal, here's the bad. Get ready for the backlash, and these people are going to tear you apart. Just because that's just, I don't know why, but that's from what I've seen, and it's already starting. They're already tearing her apart. At the very beginning, oh, you're so pretty, you're so nice, love you with that. Okay, great, that's always gonna happen. And then here comes the backlash. With everything. Every time, any type of, anything that she does good now is, oh, well, she knows she's the predator protector, she does this, she does that. And then she's gonna sit there and she's gonna say, I am not that. I am not a predator protector. I am not those things they're saying about me. But now, this is a narrative that's starting now. I see that the bottom line is that she didn't need to have the Manny on there. People watch Sesh for Sesh. Like, I'll give you a good example. You guys at home, you watch Rich Lux for Rich Lux. If I was to sell the channel, which I've been offered, and would have some person sit here and just report the news, it's not gonna hit as hard because you're here for me. You're not here for that person who's hired to do the show, you know? And that's just what it is. So she didn't need Manny. I think the Manny thing, coming from my point of view, because I'm very much like comedy, satire, don't take me too serious type thing, right? I get the gig. I thought it was funny. But like because of the circumstances that's going on, I'm like, oh, I don't know, that was the best one to do it. But I get it because guess what? It's now driving conversation. We are talking about it. Because if she was to play it safe, and get someone else, I don't know if we would be talking about it. Like, I don't know, she would have sit there and like, I don't know, give me some boring, irrelevant person out there. Insert that blank name there, then people would be like, oh, well, you know, who is that person, right? I think that in the ecosystem, that is Sesh, Manny MUA has been an orbiter, right? And so Morgan Adams has been, there's so many orbiters around the universe of Sesh that it could have been any one of those people could have done it, right? Especially like if someone has something coming up, right? Like a palette, they probably would have done it too. Like a James Charles or a Jeffrey, you know? Thing I learned about this industry is you never know if you don't ask. So I think Manny could have been the last resort, but not the first pick. But that's my opinion. So that was my good, that's my bad, and the bottom line. That makes sense? Now, I want to say this, and this is something I want to really drive home. In the video, because I've watched the video 2 times now. In the video, Sesh says, hey, like, I really was interested in doing, like, interviews, investigative reporting, like a 60 minutes, like something like that, right? And I was like, oh, okay, cute. But this is where, like, Sesh is gonna be like, oh my God, I hate you so much. Like, this is why I have no friends. I think this was her chance to do that. I think this was her chance to do the face reveal, and then since Manny's there, turn around and be like be a little sneaky snake, and just be like, so why do you still follow James Charles? Why do you still follow Colleen Ballinger? And then Manny would have been like, well, if you only knew them, like I know them, you wouldn't, I don't see them like that. Then Sesh, very interesting. So you do know that James Charles has admitted to having inappropriate conversations with underage minor. Do you support that? Then Manny would be like, actually, you're gonna find it quite surprising. I don't support that. And I've had conversations with him behind the scene. And he is a colleague of mine, and I respect him. But I don't agree with that, and we've talked about that behind the scenes. And I'm a friend by him, and I'm gonna stick by my friend. I'm gonna have his back, even when he's in the wrong. He says, I don't know, Manny. What do you think the people are gonna have to say about that in the comments down below? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm telling you, I would have been like, you can't make this stuff up. It is what it is. And I know, because I'm being a Leo, I'm a very loyal person. So I am like that. So then Sesh could further add, well, Manny, since I have you here, thank you for being so open and candid. Then Manny would be like, thank you for having me. I didn't know we were having these conversations, but you know. Then T-Sesh would be like, so on the topic of this conversation, why do you still follow Colleen Ballinger? And what do you think Adam McIntyre has to say about the fact that, okay? And then there you go, like that whole thing, like that. And then Maddie would be like, well, you know, I don't support Colleen Ballinger, and I really don't know much about it. Like, and then you go into that whole thing about it. And I think that, and I hope she's not mad at me for saying that. I think that when you have a person like a Sloan or T-Sesh, Rich Lux, Peter Mon, insert whatever name you want to down below, Adam McIntyre. I think that whenever you get involved and you're really into commentary or drama, it is a double-edged sword, because then like people like you, but then when it's time to like really do your job, they don't like, you know. I give you a classic example. It's like when Kylie Jenner used to follow me, and I used to like talk positively of her, and then the minute I switched up and I was like calling her out for stuff, I got to unfollow. And then when I was talking about her positive again, I got to follow back. And then when I talked bad about her again, I got to unfollow. So it's kind of like that. And it's like they love you when you talk good about them, but they don't like you when you have something negative to say. And it's a very difficult waters to navigate, because you have situations like Manny MUA, who unfollowed drama commentary Peter Mon because he, you know, was speaking how he felt, and he got unfollowed. And so it's like, well, if you speak negatively about people, then they're gonna unfollow you, right? So then if T-Sesh starts calling out Manny MUA, is Manny gonna unfollow T-Sesh? So then what happens is, when this is your job, and this is if it is her main source of income, bread and butter, right? Then is she going to choose moral over money, or money over morals? Like that whole thing, right? So it's very much that, and it puts her in a place where like one thing could have saved her if she would have been like, well, Manny, thank you for coming on the show. Like, T-Sesh, I wish you had said this, but just because we're having a kiki doesn't mean I'm gonna call you out. Because if you get caught in the drama, I'm gonna have to call you out on it. So it's up to you to, you know, it kind of like that. But it ended on such a happy, positive note that her audience, and then some of my audience were letting me know, they're like, I don't know, like it just kind of felt like she's just like kissing his ass now. She's on the payroll, and I hate the payroll narrative, because the payroll narrative does not agree. And I'm gonna defend T-Sesh, because Manny MUA can't afford That's girl, come on. Manny MUA cannot afford T-Sesh on the damn payroll. Okay, let's be honest. And there is no payroll. But what there is confirmation bias. And if you can talk to somebody, and the person that you watch and support can be open enough with you and say, hey guys, so this is my friend, so I'm a little biased with it. So let's go on with the review. So, like I said, I met this person before, really lovely. I think the world of them, and this is gonna be my review. And so it's gonna be a little biased, and I just want to keep it honest with you guys. All right, so here's the first watch. Like, right, when you do that like that, you're being honest with your audience, and you're going into the expectation like, yeah, there's a little bit of bias here, because I think that person is XYZ. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to be a total honest review. But I'm going to show you the palette or whatever it is they're coming out with. Skincare line, whatever. So I think that T-Sesh could have been more transparent with her audience in saying that and being like that. And I hope she's not upset with me or anything like that. Like I said, I had a conversation with her behind the scenes, so she knows how I feel about the situation. I do think that a lot of it is a like salacious titles or salacious drama. Like, I can't believe T-Sesh in the video, she's canceled. Like, I get that, right? Especially because I've been through that before. The only takeaway that I had, like that, my reservations of T-Sesh was that, and you guys probably won't understand it unless you've been like a long time subscriber here. Which, thank you guys for all the subscriptions and the love and support. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Can I get a like? Can I get a like in this video to save my life? But the only negative thing I have to say about T-Sesh is not so much about T-Sesh, but so much about how times have changed. Because I remember when I was receiving PR from influencers and from brands and getting invited to influencer parties, and I would get dragged through the mud, and I would lose subscriptions or lose followers and receive negative commentary about me for simply just doing my job. And it really hurt. And I hope you feel that and you understand that. And then to see T-Sesh do it and met with such celebration, I'm like, well, when I did it, I lost subscribers and got dragged. When I do it, people get mad. when she does it, people are excited about it. And I'm just like, oh, how the times have changed. So that's what I'm saying. It has nothing to do with T-Sesh. Has to do with how times have changed now. It's like, okay. So when I go to another beauty event, or I'm over here hanging out with, I don't know, Tana Mojo or something like that, then don't come at me upset, because y'all keep the same energy. But I'm not saying that's going to happen or whatever, but I'm just like, oh wow, I see how times have changed, right? And I think that the evolution of drama commentary has changed, because another thing that T-Sesh said in her video is when she pointed out the fact that she had said, you know, everything's become a lot more serious. You know, because I remember when it was like just, you know, oh, did you see that swatch wasn't even pigmented enough and stuff like that. And now things have come to a head where it's a lot of like essay and things like that. Just a lot more serious things, and people hurting themselves, or, you know, with the whole David Dobrik and his friend in the eye and stuff like that. You know, it's very serious stuff, right? And Colleen Ballinger situation, and it's just a lot. It's very deep. But she was saying that in her video reveal, that like things have gotten more serious, but she's sitting with someone who is friends with these people. So bring it back to when she said, like, I would love to do like a 60-minute or hard-hitting investigation, I don't think she would have been able to pull that off with Manny MUA, because from what I've heard behind the scenes is like he'll say, yeah, I'll do this, but I don't want to talk about this person, or I don't want to talk about this subject, right? And of course, and respectfully so, because sometimes there's contracts or NDAs involved, and you can't speak about things and stuff. She's just like, let's just avoid it altogether. So I don't think she would have ever gotten that from him. Like, because y'all were saying like, oh, she should have did an interview about Manny and asked him about Colleen Ballinger and his relationship with Jeffree Star and his relationship with Colleen Ballinger, and like, answer whatever problematic things ever done, right? And why he blocked Peter Mon and stuff, or follow Peter Mon, whatever. Like, whatever, right? I don't think she would have got that out of him. I think Manny would have been like, nah, I don't feel comfortable talking about that. I want to keep it positive. I want to keep it about my makeup. I want to keep it about my business, and I'll be happy to play along to get along with this community of people over here who do drama commentary. I just don't want her to get used. I mean, eventually if I keep talking, what I want to say will come out. I just don't want T-Sesh to get used and manipulated by the people she talks about when they want to be friendly with her. I think that she should look at it like, you know what I'm saying? Like that. Like, but still, she can still be cordial. You could totally be cordial and be nice and support if you want, and go to beauty events and receive PR. But when something negative happens, I think people are gonna expect you to speak on it. Or just keep and just turn the other cheek and just say, hey, you know what? I don't want to talk about this. This person's my friend. And just keep it real. Now that she's showing her face, I think a lot of people are going to hold her more accountable. And there's a lot of people within the community who are either upset at her, they still like her, but they're upset about it. And the comment sections that I've seen have reflect that. So that I can't, you know, and it sucks. It sucks for her, because this was supposed to be a moment about T-Sesh, a glorious moment, a moment of glee and celebration. And it was, but now I'm seeing the underbelly and the comments and people's opinions, and people are making videos about it, and they're like, I can't believe she did a video with Manny, she supports him, blah blah blah, and then loops her into the conversation with Colleen Ballinger and stuff like that. But the thing is, right, if you really watch T-Sesh's video, which I hope you have, because I hope you're not passing judgment without watching someone's video, right? It's almost like those people who pass judgment on me, but they don't really know that there's a whole comedy satire gig behind it, so they take it for like that I'm serious or whatever. It's like that. But if you really watch T-Sesh's videos, then you'll get this air and the vibe of like, she's kind of like a moral. She's kind of like a moral high ground. Like, she's someone who can see what people need and what people want, and she can also see the BS behind it, and she'll question it, and she'll keep it moving, but she'll put it out there as opposed to not even saying anything at all and kind of just glancing over it. Like, she'll call it out a little bit and she'll keep it going. It's very like lighthearted in a sense, but she at least touches upon the serious topics. May not go super deep into it, but she'll touch upon it. So you know that there's a woke person there who can see it both ways. And I respect that. The shocking part of her face reveal, which I already said about this, I don't want to even go into that whole part. I'll be here for another 20-some minutes, girl. But that was the catalyst to making this video. Was I just saw a lot of negative comments about her, and I feel like I know that when it happened to me, it affected me, and I hope it's not affecting her. in a negative way. That's what I'm trying to say. Do I feel like she made a mistake? I could see how. I think that it was a good idea and it was executed well, but I don't think she thought out the backlash. Or maybe did. And the backlash is just clicks and views. I can't get views, save my life. But you know, it's like, I don't know. I hope she's not mad at me. I don't think so. I think if I was T-Sesh watching my video, I would be like, hey, I appreciate that. They keeping it real, you know? Anyways, I just want to say that I don't think that she's going to lose her channel. I don't think she's canceled. I think that being canceled is you're the only person who can cancel yourself. You just stop uploading, just run away or whatever. But I don't think she's going to be canceled or whatever. I think that she should, I think it'll be good in her best interest to address it. But here is what I think she's going to have difficulty with, okay? Now that she showed her face. I think she's going to have difficulty with talking about herself. Because when you talk about other people, be prepared to talk about yourself too. And I think she's going to be met with some reservation and like, oh my God, people are talking about me now. Am I the drama? No, I can't be the drama. Am I the drama? Am I the villain? Like that. Like now, like people are now questioning that she's the drama. She's the villain now. Like it's like, oh girl. And now it's that. Can she handle that? Because you're talking about a woman who's been in entertainment news for years, who has always talked about other people. But when you become the drama, it's not. It's not. I like to talk about the drama. I don't like to be the drama. And that's the thing. And like, you know, every now and then I'll get into it or something and people see it as a joke. Great, they get the gig. But at the same time, like, I don't know if she can handle it. I'm not saying that she can't. No. I'm not saying she can't. She probably could, but it takes some getting used to when now people are going to start talking about her. They're going to be Reddit threads dissecting her every move. Oh my God, especially because she's a female. You know how they do it. Those Reddit threads, like I could see her having conversations like, I can't believe that there are threads and they're like nitpicking me and talking about me now that she showed her face. She had this air of like mystery which protected her. I think that veil is gone. And that's the scary part for her. Because now you're gonna meet the underbelly of the crazy on the internet. Now she can be made a meme or something. Now, you know, like, is she ready to be made a meme? No. But anyways, I wish her the best and much success. It's just like, get ready. It's going to be a wild ride. That's all I'm going to say. But let's talk about PR and marketing now for T-Sesh. I think that from a PR marketing standpoint, I think she should make a video apologizing to her audience about having Manny on there and how she thought it was a good idea. She's read the comments. She sees what people are saying about her. She's seen the videos. And just address it. Or is she going to just not address it and be controversial? Like, this is the moment where we're gonna see, is T-Sesh controversial? Or, you know, that is she in the scandal now? Is this her first scandal? So yeah, so anyways, I'll keep you updated on all the information. Let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. I wish everyone the best. You too, T-Sesh, if you're watching, I wish you the best as well. And I'll be watching. And just because we're friends doesn't mean I'm not gonna report the drama. Oh my God, isn't that like the most sneaky snake thing to say about somebody? I don't know, because then like, it's so, I'm telling you, this is very difficult waters to navigate when you do drama commentary and when you're friends with the influencers. It's so hard. It's draining. It's like this battery on this damn camera. All right, let me let you go, guys.